Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. I know everybody's freaking out about The Flash, so this is going to be my episode 22 video. Careful for spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. No surprise here, my number one WTF was definitely the killing of Henry Allen at the end, but like I've said the last couple of videos, I feel like what they're doing is they kill off Henry Allen on Earth 1, but then the man in the iron mask turns out to be the real Jay Garrick, played by John Wesley Shipp. So you have this amazing WTF twist that pushes Barry over the edge, the stakes have never been higher, but you also get this amazing payoff at the end. And they did say that in the finale, they will take the iron mask off. So whatever ends up happening, we will find out for sure. But I just feel like that's the direction they're headed. So let's do top 10 WTF, Easter eggs, all kinds of awesome stuff in this episode, especially a lot of Easter eggs for the classic 90s Flash series. So number 10 WTF, we are having the blackest of nights in Central City. Iris West, nice Blackest Night shout out. I don't think they'd ever be able to do that on the TV show without doing Green Lanterns, but it's always awesome when they name drop giant comic book arcs. So number 9, welcome back Tina McGee. They don't really say what the amazing thing she's working on is. I'm wondering if the big breakthrough is going to have something to do with the finale, but one of many badass saves from Barry mid-air as the building is collapsing. You can definitely tell they saved money for all the visual effects in this episode. But no surprise, she totally knows that Barry's the Flash. I'm a scientist, you know, I'm not dumb. Leading to number 8 WTF, meeting John Wesley Shipp. So we get a classic 90s Flash moment. Oh, hello, my name's Henry Allen. Oh, hello, I'm Tina McGee. So nice to meet you. They even had a bit of a Shipp moment at the end of the episode before everything went sideways. If you didn't watch the original Flash 90s series, Tina McGee was Barry Allen's love interest. John Wesley Shipp played Barry Allen in that series. So even though it only ran for a little while, they were kind of like the Barry and Iris of that TV series. So this sexual chemistry right here, that's just a wink at that. But number 7 WTF, Wally wants to pay the Flash back to prove that he is worthy of being saved. He also has all this shit that he's carrying on his shoulders. He feels bad about not visiting his mother more before she died. He feels bad about Barry losing his powers. He feels responsible for that. So this is just part of the path that Wally is on to becoming a hero on the show. I totally think that he'll be a hero of some kind. No idea what's going to happen with powers, but number 6 WTF, I should say, Jesse Quick is testing herself again to see if she's become a metahuman. But there's that speech from Harrison Wells where he's like, you're not special because you have powers, you're special because you're a genius that can help us, so please help us right now. What I think they're doing with Wally and Jesse is they just want you to wonder if they're going to ever get powers, so they're just going to play with your expectations, and hopefully there'll be some more winking at that in the finale, but I think they'd take most of Season 3 to explore whatever that might end up turning into. The number 5 WTF, though, is Caitlin's PTSD and how this is going to affect her going into next season. She just keeps hallucinating Zoom. This actually ties back around with Zoom's storyline. Zoom is unable to get over the trauma of watching his mother die, how it led to him becoming a serial killer, this evil metahuman speedster. So because Caitlin is one of the protagonists, I think she's on more of a hopeful arc. She will slowly learn to get past it with the help of her friends. It's not going to go away overnight. Like, she's not just going to be fine next week, which is some of my complaints about Arrow with Thea's bloodlust. Like, I'll just say that Thea's acting with her bloodlust this season has been somewhat inconsistent as to when she's feeling bloodlust, when she's not feeling it. Danielle Panabaker, to her credit, is just a slightly more experienced actor, so I think she's going to be a little more consistent. Where you have PTSD Caitlin, then you have Caitlin, who's doing a little bit better. But she's not bipolar, so she's not going to be bouncing back and forth between super happy fun time Caitlin and super depressed dark Caitlin. Number 4, meet Black Siren. That was an amazing introduction. Doesn't everybody wish Laurel on Arrow was like that? Does it not make you upset that we could have had that version of Laurel this whole time had they not spun their wheels so much on people having powers on that TV show? We're not doing powers on Arrow. Cut to season 2, Barry Allen, boom. Well, I guess we're doing powers on this show. Oh well, whatever. She's still alive, she's in prison, so she could totally come back in a future season, pending whatever ends up happening in the finale. I'm crossing my fingers that she survives, so that she can just show up in the future, and she can still be evil, have tons of fun. They definitely said they're not really going to address Earth 2 Laurel on Arrow anytime soon, so don't expect any kind of Oliver or Black Siren crossover. Maybe next year in like the big team-up episode, that would be kind of fun. But didn't you pick up on how they did a lot of Arrow things? They kind of eulogized Laurel from Earth 1 in that moment. We didn't just know her, we loved her. That felt like they were really laying it on thick. And then there's the Wally Felicity takedown with the car. Just like boom, just like Felicity would do it with the van. But Katie Cassidy was totally fun as Black Siren. I think she had a lot more fun playing that character, dressing up in super duper cosplay, than playing the actual Laurel. But number 3 WTF, speaking of which, cosplay on fleek. So Cisco and Caitlin dress up as Reverb and Killer Frost, and it is the most hilarious thing ever. Like, it starts out pretty intense, like they're just trying to fake her out, stall for time. Then it goes straight to Scooby-Doo territory as they're just running for their lives. I totally love Caitlin-Cisco scenes, so anytime they're together, there's gonna be a little Scooby-Doo in there. But number 2 WTF, they get rid of the metahumans, everybody's cleaning up, Joe jokes about Barry having kids, just you wait, I'm gonna laugh in your face, and then corrects Barry saying, my grandkids are gonna call me Pop Pop. So I think I said it during the big Earth 2 crossover episode where Barry sees the picture of him and Iris married on Earth 2. Their children in the comics are called the Tornado Twins. There's no real hard date on when they were born, but because Iris of the comics, like the classic version of Iris, is secretly from the distant future, it gets really timey-wimey, so no idea how the show is going to play with that. But for now, it's just having fun winking at you from behind the camera, like, no idea if Barry's ever going to like have a vision of the future and see them. That would be pretty crazy. There's also a bit of a Superman, Clark Kent, Daily Planet fake out when the chief is like, hey, where's Barry? What's he doing? And he just zooms back around. Oh, hey, heard you were calling for me, Chief. But like I said, number 1 WTF, Henry Allen killed by Zoom. I'm gonna make you feel the same pain. We're the same person. We experienced the same childhood tragedy, the same drive to be the fastest, and in the teaser for the next episode, they're teasing a big race. Let's race to see who the fastest is. Clearly, it's not going to be that simple. The race is going to have something to do with what Cisco vibes, Earth 2 coming crashing down, just getting destroyed. So let me know in the comments though, really like the question of the day is do you think that they're setting it up so that John Wesley's ship will be a version of Jay Garrick on the TV show in the future? I feel like that's where they've been pushing things because one, they said that Garrick is his mother's maiden name, not Barry's mother, but Henry Allen's mother's maiden name. The Morse code that the man in the Iron Mask was tapping, they learned was from a war that happened on Earth 2 a long time ago. The war that Zoom's dad wore that uniform in. Like he said, I'm a war hero, and he was wearing that outfit. Clearly his dad is not Jay Garrick, but maybe Jay Garrick was part of that war, so he wore a uniform that looked like that too. But let me know what you guys think. Either way, it seems like they're going to answer some of those big questions next week. You know, leaving room to explore that stuff in Season 3. But they've already started working on Season 3 now. I don't think the actors go back to work to actually start filming episodes till June or July. It might be July, but the writers are already breaking all the big arcs for Season 3. So it's going to be a lot of fun to speculate on where all the characters are headed after next week's episode. But a lot of that will depend on where they leave all the characters after the finale. Like if people end up dying, if people end up going back to Earth 2, it all just depends on what ends up happening. But real quick reminder, there is a new round of the giveaway this week. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. It's just a $20 Amazon gift card. It'll just stay open till I post my last DC video at the end of the week. I know everybody's freaking out about Henry Allen, but just remember all this Jay Garrick evidence. So don't worry too much. It's okay to be freaked out. While you guys wait for my next video to post, you can click here for my Daenerys Unburnt Q&A from last night, and you can click here for my Game of Thrones Episode 4 video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.